Look, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually do this in my videos, but in this one, I think I look pretty good. Like, y'all see, like, the boy got the Mario Kart shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Got the mushroom right there. I got the hat on and everything, you feel me? I'm feeling good right now.
Out of pocket for that.
Oh my gosh. I just looked myself inside that camera right now. I kid you guys not. I look freaking hilarious.
Stop it. Get some help.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
Nintendo has finally announced the Nintendo Switch 2. I've been wanting to talk about this since I seen it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let me wait a minute because that's not enough information.
No.
It just wasn't enough. I gotta figure out some more stuff. You feel me? Before I end up doing this entire like breakdown and everything, I wanted to figure out more about the Nintendo Switch 2 before it's released. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? If you guys are new here, my name is Kevin. I create tech and lifestyle content to help you make the most of your everyday tech. And today we're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Today we're gonna be diving into everything: design changes, performance upgrades, game lineups, pricing, and of course, whether it's actually worth the $500 that you're going to be spending.
Please stop this madness.
So before we jump into the shiny new stuff, let's take a sec to reflect. The original Switch dropped in 2017 and literally changed the game. I'm talking about everything you could have wished for came with this console, bruh. Like, honestly, console gaming on the go, detachable controllers, docking on your TV. It was like the Wii and the Nintendo 3DS came together into one, and a UI that felt like it was designed by an intern in 5 minutes. No offense to Nintendo, we still had a great time. We got Breath of the Wild, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Smash Ultimate, literally straight classes that made the Switch become a lifestyle for most of us. And throughout this entire time period, Nintendo has some big shoes to fill. It took 8 years for Nintendo to drop a new console. Listen, 8 years. Why? Why did it take 8 years? Why didn't it just take 4? Why didn't it just take 5? Got 8 years, Nintendo. 8.
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. All as you is.
But let's see what Nintendo cooked up. First things first is the design. The Switch 2 is still a hybrid console, so no big changes there, but visually it definitely got a glow up. Right here, I have the Nintendo Switch OLED with me. I love playing the Nintendo Switch on a daily basis. Just being honest, seeing these changes with the Nintendo Switch 2 was definitely worth it. The bezel slimmed down. The screen is now a 7.9-inch HDR LCD running at 1080p in handheld mode with 120Hz refresh rate, which honestly is surprising because the fact that Apple themselves, you guys know I talk about Apple a lot here, and I know this is kind of like a weird mix up to talk about Nintendo then Apple, but Apple was literally dropping phones at 60 Hz and 90 Hz. And you know, Nintendo realized that it is 2025 and said, nah, we need to have a 120 Hz display already. So now that we're gonna be able to play games at 120 Hz, bro, you're gonna see the difference, I'm telling you. And yes, still LCD, not OLED. They missed the opportunity on that. Nintendo, you was doing so good. You was doing so good. But yeah, a lot of people did wish that the Nintendo Switch 2 came with an OLED display. But hey, bro, let's be realistic here. Nintendo has to make some money. Like, just being honest, that's just their way. Like, they gotta make some bread. Speaking about bread, we're gonna be talking about the prices a little more later into this video because it's kind of crazy. But back to the display, at least it is brighter, smoother, and overall better quality than the original. So it's really not something to really complain about. The body supposedly feels more premium, and they finally upgraded the kickstand. So that means it's finally usable. No more of a kickstand that feels like it's gonna just go down like a dang pig. Like, bro, what is this? Like, what type of kickstand was this? Like, what was they thinking? For real. You still get your trusty USB-C port for charging and docking, which I'm actually happy about, and it was kind of expected since most products nowadays are releasing with USB Type-C. You know, we are going to be expecting fast charging, but we don't really know how the battery life is actually going to be with the Nintendo Switch 2. What's new this time is the magnetic Joy-Con connectors. Literally, bro, no more sliding and just connecting. That's gone. You just snap and it's giving that MagSafe energy. Again, I'm over here comparing it to Apple. Why am I doing that? Man, I've been doing so many Apple products, bro. Bruh, no way I just did that. Why am I mixing up Nintendo and Apple? I gotta chill. Allegedly, Wi-Fi is faster, Bluetooth is more stable, and latency is down across the board. One thing I do want to point out is this. I think Nintendo is like being real honest now because, like I said, they're now realizing that it is 2025. They're not holding anything back.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga! Fight back!
If you guys seen Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart World, you notice that they showcase game sharing and screen sharing. We're gonna be talking about that a little bit more. If you seen on the preview, bruh, that thing was laggy, like real life laggy, and they showcased that. Most of the time when people are showcasing gameplay, it's not actual gameplay footage, and they put the little text at the bottom saying not real gameplay footage. That was real life laggy footage, bro, from the game itself, and I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna be. So big shout out to Nintendo for that reason, because I can actually respect it. They're not trying to, you know, milk us.
Ho, brother, whoa.
Milk us.
What do you mean by that?
I am disgusted.
Milk us in a way to make us think and believe like, yo, this is gonna be this way, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna expect any lag. Nah, they told us there's gonna be some sort of lag when you do screen sharing or game sharing. I don't know which one it was. I think it's screen sharing though. And since we're on that topic, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. This now outputs at 4K thanks to the NVIDIA DLS support. That means smarter upscaling, sharper visuals, and less what the actual
Stop it. Get some help.
is that when you're playing on big screen. And yes, for anyone who is asking, games like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will be getting 4K upgrades for the new hardware. So if you haven't even finished yet, this is kind of like your excuse to be like, nah, you know, I was just waiting. Like, that's about it. Ooh, bro, okay, now on to the juicy stuff. Oh my God, this is the best part, man. Like, no lie, this is literally my favorite part.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Performance and hardware. Nintendo is allegedly, I don't know if this is actually true yet though, this is just sources I found online, a custom NVIDIA chip that rivals with the Steam Deck and ROG Ally in power, but with Nintendo level efficiency. That was news that I was not expecting. By the way, I do not know if this is truly yet confirmed. These are sources I've been seeing all over the internet that they're saying it has an NVIDIA chip. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. For Nintendo to be doing that, like what? This literally means games are gonna be loading faster. Graphics are going to be smoother. It's gonna handle modern AAA ports like Cyberpunk 2077. This is an upgrade. Like, do you guys not understand how much of an upgrade this actually is? Speaking of upgrades, bro, we are finally getting 256 gigabytes worth of storage.
Nice.
The Nintendo Switch came with 32 gigabytes of storage. That was like, imagine 32 gigabytes of storage. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you had socks, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you had socks, you had shirts, and you had some shorts. You're not gonna be able to fit in all those into one drawer. That's literally how I felt with the Switch when it first released. People was upgrading their storage capacity when it came to Nintendo Switch, and it was like annoying, bro. It was annoying at the time, bro. You had to just deal with 32 gigabytes of storage. Now we have 256 gigabytes of storage. That's 8 times more storage. That's great. This is a handheld and at-home console, so like, bro, I'm actually happy about that. Nintendo, you did your thing. Like, no lie, Nintendo, you are doing your thing. You guys are filling up the shoe right now. Like I said, 8 years worth. 8 years. Insane.
Sensational.
Okay, one thing I really do want to talk about is the Joy-Cons, man. All right, the Joy-Con 2s on the Nintendo Switch 2 are a lot better than these. Just being honest, the Nintendo Switch, when they came out with these Joy-Cons, everyone was excited. It was pretty cool, do not get me wrong. Honestly, these are really small. The Joy-Con 2s are bigger, rounder, and more ergonomic, and they attach magnetically. Again, not trying to repeat myself, that is literally a dope feature. There's a new C button for GameChat. We're gonna talk about GameChat a little bit more later because is kind of like weird to really think about. And they still support motion control and HD rumble. Now, the sad part is the no-hard joystick effect. If you don't know, that means Joy-Con drift might still be a thing. There's really no real confirmation about this, and if there is, I apologize. I just ended up not finding it. But Nintendo was really close with a W right here, so hopefully, just hopefully, Joy-Con drift might not be a thing, man, for real. Okay, so you guys remember when I told you about the C button for GameChat? The Switch 2 actually is taking this seriously, but I do not know for real. With the new GameChat feature, you can make voice and video calls directly from the console, meaning there's no more needing a phone app just to talk during Mario Kart sessions. Like, imagine, now you're gonna be able to be talking crazy. You're gonna be able to talk crazy on GameChat now, which is gonna be like actually dope. But don't talk too crazy though, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be monitored and people are going to get banned a whole lot when it comes to this. Like, it's toxic, but hey, you just gotta be careful. Here's the thing that I'm actually confused about, and I do not know if it's going to be a good thing. The microphone is set on the actual console itself. So imagine if you're sitting at home and you're playing on a big screen. I really do wonder how that's going to work, how it's actually going to catch your voice and everything, unless it's more so supported for when, you know, playing handheld, and it's a lot better. But then again, most people play handheld when they're going out. I don't know, that's probably just me. I kind of like, I'm in a mix of both, where I play handheld while like laying down and everything, and then I go ahead and I play on a big screen, really not a big screen, on my monitor with the Joy-Cons or the controller. But I don't know, I guess it's just something we just gotta wait for and just test out ourselves. A plus one is that the speakers also support 3D audio, and there's improved microphone pickup for clear voice comms. And yes, you guys heard me right, I did say video calls. This one was kind of random, to be honest with you guys. The Switch 2 has a camera port via USB-C, and I kind of thought about that a little bit more. Since it is USB-C, would I be able to put like my own camera onto the Nintendo Switch? Because I'm able to connect the USB-C port onto my camera and it'll be able to monitor me and everything. By the way, if you guys did not know, I've been live streaming a lot on TikTok and soon to be Twitch. So stay tuned for more live streams. But yeah, I've been using my camera body itself for that. And honestly, I kind of think, and hopefully, if that is a thing where I'm able to connect my camera to the Nintendo Switch, I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Would I use it all the time? Probably not, but just me being honest. Now, a new feature that Nintendo has brought out was Game Share. I don't know if you guys remember back then when you was playing Mario Kart DS and everything, you'll be like a shy guy and everything if you guys were playing like all around and your friends basically did not need, you know, the actual game. You can do that now with the Nintendo Switch 2, which is really dope. You can play local co-op games with just one copy of the game. That means no more double buying Mario Party just to play with your cousin. You can also screen share your gameplay to your friend's Switch 2 locally, which is super dope for couch co-op or troubleshooting. I really do like this feature that Nintendo took. Like, this route with game sharing is dope, man. I think like everyone has been doing it for the longest. Sony has been doing it for the longest. I think Xbox has been doing it also. You see how I said, I think I'm not an Xbox fan, so don't even ask me anything about Xbox. Ever since the 360, I have not been trying to touch Xbox whatsoever. I didn't even touch Xbox One, just me being honest. But Game Share is a dope feature. I wish it was more so like, you know, if you go ahead and add someone's account, you know what I'm saying? You're able to game share like that, where it's like, it could be, you know, through Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Just like what it is with the PS5, you're able to game share with multiple accounts and everything. Well, not multiple, with an extra account. Your friend could have bought the game and you have the game also, or you could have bought the game and then now your friend has it. I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm saying here. Okay, man, so let's talk about some launch titles for the Nintendo Switch 2. As you guys can see, I'm a big fan of Mario Kart. Like, I really am. I've been playing Mario Kart for the longest, man. Like, literally, my biggest and favorite Mario Kart game was Mario Kart 7. That literally started off everything for me, man. I remember my mom and my dad went ahead, they bought me the Nintendo 3DS, Mario Kart 7 bundle, and bro, I played that game every single day, every single night. I was dedicated. Like, I was literally dedicated to that game, bro. I'm sorry, I know you guys are probably like, yo, this kid is excited, man. I'm just telling you guys the truth. Bro, I loved Mario Kart 7. I remember just going ahead and taking my phone and recording my time trials and everything. So seeing that they're making a whole other one for the Nintendo Switch 2 and only be for the Nintendo Switch 2, Bro, I love that. Like, I really do love that. You cannot go wrong with Mario Kart. We're gonna be getting new tracks like Crown City and Mario Bros. Circuit, plus returning legends like Rainbow Road and DK Summit. They've added a rewind button, item filter, and open world free roam between races. Bro, it's gonna be feeling like GTA. It's gonna be feeling like GTA when we're playing Mario Kart now, bro, which is dope. Except for, all that crazy extra stuff that, GTA involves, you know what I'm saying? Just being honest. This might be the biggest Mario Kart innovation since Double Dash, and yes, you can finally ride a mine cart. DK fans, we're eating right now. Literally. Aside from Mario Kart, we're getting Donkey Kong Bananza, a brand new 3D DK game, Metroid Prime 4, allegedly still waiting on that, Cyberpunk 2077 and Elden Ring, which was actually like unexpected. I did not even think Elden Ring or Cyberpunk was end up coming to the Switch, to Nintendo. What? There's no Pokemon title at launch, but it's actually gonna be coming. Like, come on now, bro. Y'all see Charizard here? Y'all see my boy Charizard? We added him to the team, and then y'all already know we gotta keep Pikachu. We gotta keep Pikachu here. Y'all, my voice done changed up. What am I doing? But nah, I love these dudes, man, for real. Like I said, with every console comes with great damage, bro. Like, this is the part where some people are gonna be falling back. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna be falling back. The Nintendo Switch console is gonna be releasing at $449. In my opinion and in my defense, with the things that we are getting, I think it's kind of like valid. Just being honest, that's just my opinion. I feel like $449 is a good spot, but for the bundle for the Mario Kart World, it's gonna be releasing at $499.99, which is honestly gonna be a steal if you guys do not understand what I'm saying here, because first party games are gonna be releasing at $79.99, and allegedly that's only if you're gonna be buying the game digital. If you're gonna buy it physical, it's gonna be releasing at $89.99 plus tax, so dang near $100 for a Nintendo game. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be good with just Mario Kart World for the moment being. And about Mario Kart World, we all do love to play that game online. I know I do. I love playing multiplayer, going against people. But supposedly now we're gonna be needing a subscription in order to play on Nintendo servers.
What more do you want from me?
Bro, it doesn't make any sense to why that is actually a thing. Like, why is that a real thing? Why are we having to pay a subscription to play on a Nintendo server? All these years, we used to play without a subscription, and now you need a subscription in order just to play Mario Kart online against multiple players. So like I said, I'm pretty sure GameChat is gonna be monitored, and that's probably like the reason why they just need something. And I'm like, bruh, Nintendo, why, bro? Just why? At this point, Nintendo is no longer on the cheap route. Back then, when Nintendo Switch first came out, it was at like $300, and now it's at basically $500. It's just crazy to see that Nintendo went to the $70 team, man. Like, oh my gosh, bro. We don't get a break. Us gamers do not get a break.
Got to see it through, my boy.
God damn it. Now the closing call. Is the Nintendo Switch 2 going to be worth it? If you're a day one kind of person and love Nintendo, I say go for it. If you have a Switch already and you're not sold on the new features, it might be smart to wait for a price drop or the OLED version down the line. Now, me personally, I'm buying it. Why? One, I love Nintendo. And two, content. I know you guys want to see me pick up that console, and I know you guys want to see me review it and give you guys a real world review on that console. So I kind of have no choice. But to piggyback on that, also nostalgia, bro. Being real, I loved the Nintendo Switch overall, and I'm excited to see what the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna hold. There isn't gonna be that many games at launch. You know what I'm saying? I really was just waiting for Mario Kart and as well a new Pokemon game. I'm big on playing Pokemon. Like, I've been playing Pokemon Arceus, and bro, I love it. And as well, still been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So you guys already know what I'm in for when it comes to this console. At the end of the day, the Switch 2 feels like a natural evolution, not a revolution, but one packed with upgrades that matter. Nintendo's embracing modern tech while still doing its own weird charming, sometimes confusing thing. And honestly, bro, I really do love that. Seeing how much Nintendo has evolved throughout the years, man, growing up playing Nintendo, I don't know, just seeing where it is now and seeing that I still have that spark when I go ahead and play, that means everything to me, just being honest. So the price, I know people are probably thinking like, man, that's expensive, but you gotta think about long term. You're gonna be buying something that's $500 and you're gonna be using it dang near once or 3 times a week, and that's a W in my opinion. This is a handheld console. You could go on the go with this. You gotta remember, you're taking a flight, bring your Switch. You're gonna be going to the bathroom, take your Switch. You're laying down, take your Switch. Have fun, be a kid, and just enjoy it, man. That's all I can really say. If you guys enjoyed today's video, thank you for watching. This was the Nintendo Switch 2 breakdown, and basically, you know, talk about all the features that's gonna be releasing. I'm excited, man. If you guys are new here, again, my name is Keven. I create tech and lifestyle content to help you make the most of everyday tech. And yeah, still have some fun with the old Nintendo Switch, by the way. No lie, don't think that this is trash just because the new one is coming out. This is still good. It's still good. I can't wait for the Joy-Cons though. That's gonna be an upgrade. Hey, appreciate you guys for watching.